It's time for slop.
Jack had been looking forward to his vacation at the quiet, secluded house of his neighbor, Mr. Henderson. Nestled in the countryside, it promised the peace and tranquility Jack had been craving after months of grueling work. The first day was blissful. He hiked, read on the porch, and breathed in the fresh air. But that night, as he lay in bed, he heard it. Chirp. It was faint, but distinct. A single chirp, followed by silence. Jack sat up in bed, straining to listen. It came again. A sharp, clear chirp, almost like a bird trapped inside the house. He shrugged it off as a fluke, assuming some small creature had gotten inside, and went back to sleep. The next day, it happened again. Every few minutes, chirp. Jack searched the house, room by room, but found nothing. No bird, no source of the sound. He even checked the attic and the crawl space, but it was all empty. Yet, the chirping continued, always at the same intervals, always from somewhere nearby. Strangely, he could only hear it when he was inside the house. Outside, the world was quiet. By the third day, the sound was driving him mad. Jack couldn't focus on anything else. It was as if the chirp was mocking him, appearing from nowhere, repeating endlessly, punctuating every thought and moment of silence. He tried everything, turning off the power, checking the walls for hidden devices, tearing apart cupboards and shelves, but the chirping never stopped. Jack's nights became sleepless, filled with pacing and muttering as he tried to locate the phantom bird. His mind spiraled, questioning his own sanity. Why could he only hear it indoors? Why was it so perfectly rhythmic, so precise? It became all-consuming, to the point where he barely ate or rested. His once peaceful vacation had turned into a waking nightmare. By the time Mr. Henderson returned from his trip, Jack was a wreck, disheveled, exhausted, and frantically searching corners of the house. The moment Henderson walked through the door, Jack grabbed him by the arm. "Do you hear it? The bird. The chirping. It's been driving me insane for days." Henderson frowned and listened intently for a few moments. The chirp came again, loud and clear, but Henderson's face remained blank. "I don't hear anything, Jack." Jack's blood ran cold. He stared at his neighbor, wide-eyed and trembling. The chirp continued, its sharp, regular tone drilling into his skull, but Henderson remained unaffected. "It's happening right now," Jack insisted, his voice shaking. But Henderson shook his head. "There's nothing there, Jack. No bird, no sound. Maybe you've been cooped up in here too long." As the chirping continued, as persistent and maddening as ever, Jack realized with horror that he might be the only one who could hear it. The bird, or whatever it was, wasn't real to anyone but him. He sank into a chair, clutching his head, while the chirping echoed on, a sound only he could hear in the hollow silence of his unraveling mind.
Amazing, another SlopTube minute. I love it. Did you love it? If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Didn't like it? Comment down below.